thank you for joining us here in Anaheim, California. It is time for the grand finals. That's right, our last 3 days have been epic action when it comes to Warcraft 3, and we have two players that are competing for the money. $25,000 prize pool, and I have some wonderful talent up here to help me walk through all the matches. My name is Trixler, and over here to the left of me, I've got Neo and Remo for the grand finals. Welcome, guys. It has been an exciting weekend.
Thank you very much, man. A long day is coming to an end, and we're about to write history. The first big event in the West offline is coming to an end, and FoCuS in the grand final. That's something we don't see. This man is grinding for 15 years, and he has finally the chance to
You
claim
were going crazy about it. You were excited the entire time.
He was playing super well, super solid, knocked out Happy, which we all knew could happen. Of course, Happy's weakest matchup, but I haven't seen Happy lose like that in a long time. It was just super solid play by FoCuS, and yeah, as Neo said, you know, the first time we see him in a grand final of this magnitude, possibly ever in forever. I would love to see him go all the way. It seems like he so deserves it. It seems like it's so long overdue, but Moon is in the way.
Yes.
So his toughest task is still ahead of him.
Well, let's talk about both players. How exactly did they get here? They went through many matches, but of course the bracket started today with all of our 8 invited players, as they were the ones that made it to the playoffs. And it all started with Moon getting a 2-1 over Thorzane, and then afterwards taking a 2-0 over Foggy, getting him to the grand finals. And FoCuS had a pretty similar path as well. FoCuS getting his first win over Lolliet, and then taking over Happy, which was the one that was incredibly surprising. Many thought Happy would earn that victory, but FoCuS controlled with great creep and amazing item control to get to a point where he put him into his place and got to the grand final. And now, this is where we're at. Moon versus FoCuS. And I just want to get it started, man. I can feel it. I can feel it's going to be an awesome best of 5, by the way. Every other series so far has been a best of 3. This one is a best of 5.
Yeah, Moon going into today, he was practicing against Human, of course, as he was facing Thorzane, and then he had Foggy in his way, so a Night Elf. Now it's the first time he's facing an Orc.
Good point.
FoCuS on the other side. He had an entire day to practice for Night Elf, as his first opponent was Lolliet. Of course, he knows Moon and Lolliet pretty much inside out. They're friends for a long time. But maybe that is the little thing that tips the scale towards him.
I like what FoCuS said as well. You know, him and Lolliet, especially these two, know each other so well. In that game, the best of 3 between them, he was trying to go some things, but Lolliet was ready for it. Lolliet was trying to go for some things, but FoCuS was ready for it. So you could really see the mind games there going head to head, and it was a really intricate dance between those two. He also knows Moon well, certainly, but he doesn't know him as well as he knows Lolliet. So Moon could catch him more by surprise than Lolliet was able to.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the overall matchup, just Night Elf versus Orc. What are things that we're looking for in this series?
Gonna be a lot of Huntress once again,
Okay.
and then at some point there will be an expansion. There's gonna be a lot of Huntress, and at some point the transition to Archers. So very tier 1 heavy from the Night Elf side, and the Orc has to level up, needs a strong Blade Master, needs a strong second hero, whatever he picks. We have seen Serpent Wards being really good.
Yeah.
We could also see a TC with Stomp if he wants to surprise him maybe. And yeah, it's all about defending the mass Night Elf rushing into you.
That is most likely what we're going to see, something that Moon has been playing almost exclusively, but there's always the wild card, Talons. I feel like Talons have under-delivered this tournament.
Yeah.
We've been talking about them a lot.
Moon is the innovator of Talents.
Yeah.
He brought that, not into the scene, but he perfected that build brought in by Magic Yang back in 2004, and that resulted in a streak, like 2 years he was undefeated with that strategy against Orc. That's long in the past, the meta has shifted, but if one player in the world knows how to play Talents, it's Moon.
Is it because the Serpent Ward's becoming much more stronger in the meta? Is that why we're not getting so many Talons? What's the reason why it kind of faded away, but you guys still want it to come back?
It's mostly the nerf that they received, the gold increase being increased by 10, which does add up over time. They were completely dropped and not touched at all, as it oftentimes is with, you know, a nerf hitting a unit. It has been getting rediscovered again a little bit, but only by Lolliet, really. I think it was a good decision for Foggy not to play Talents, because Foggy needs to practice a strat a lot, and he needs to put in the work and the hours to really perfect it and to hone it until it's ready for competitive play. Moon is not like that. Moon has so many strategies up his sleeve. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he's a genius, we all know that. He has so many different things he can play. He plays them all so well. He always knows exactly the right thing to do in any given time. We saw that perfectly in the match against Hawk, where it seemed like he was supposed to lose 12 times over, but he didn't. So he could absolutely pull out the talents and could go for that surprise. But FoCuS is one of the best orcs in the world against that strategy. He was facing it for years and years and years.
Well, I am hearing that our players are ready to go. I am ready to start this grand final. So let's go ahead and head over to the main stage and get all our players introduced to the match. This player in particular is one that I am incredibly excited for. He is a player that stands to the test of time. His legacy has been standing for years on end. He's been nothing but incredible. He is the trees themselves. Let's go ahead and head straight to this main stage and find out exactly who our red player is. It's gonna be Moon. And his opponent, his first appearance in a major grand final. His determination and bloodlust has no bounds whatsoever. When he plays paper, rock, scissors, he wins with a crit. It's gonna be FoCuS, give it up! Oh, guys, the energy's in the air. I can feel it. I love me a good grand finals.
FoCuS, this career of this guy, he's such a workhorse, grinding weekly cups, grinding online competition, being so successful there. All his major accomplishments online. Record winner Zotac Cup, AWL, you name the tournament, he was there. Offline, oftentimes disappointed. Not really, because in team games, in clan leagues, in race wars, in nation wars, he was oftentimes the carry for his team. It feels like he needs this backup somehow. But now for the first time in a solo competition as well, is he used to the big stage? Can he keep his nerves together? Moon, of course, he's home in a grand final.
Yeah, he has played in so many. This tournament victory, this trophy, would be one among many on the shelf of Moon, but it would be the first one ever for FoCuS. I know that many hearts out there are beating for FoCuS now. Who do you guys see ahead? Moon is going into this as the big favorite. I think there's no question about that.
For you guys at home, for the last time, I want to know who you think is going to win this grand finals. Remember, it is a best of 5. But if you believe in Moon, hashtag MOO. And if you believe in FoCuS, hashtag FOC. We'll pull those together and bring them into the middle of the broadcast. Now, do remember, while it is still a $25,000 prize pool, $7,500 for first place, there is also the mark of the ESL Pro Tour. You will be invited to the final tournament of the year if you win today's matchup. And that would be huge to get off your list, just to make sure you don't have to qualify through points.
Also, you get a lot of points for winning that tournament, and that is super important for your seed. So this grand final at the end of the year will be packed with the best players in the world, and you want to dodge maybe the Lins, the Infies, the Happies in the first round at least. This is really important for both of them.
Now, this is where I'm counting on both of you. It's time to look at the maps here. It's a best of 5 series, and how important is the map pool and where we're going during these matches?
And it's one veto less now as we're in the best of 5, so there might be maps that you're not that comfortable to play that you will be forced to play. And who can adapt better? FoCuS or Moon? We start on Twisted Meadows. FoCuS picking Moon Meadows.
Yeah, and usually the Night Elf wants to avoid Echo Isles, and the Orc wants to... Honestly, Orc doesn't have that many maps where he can't play. Orc can mostly play anywhere, but Ancient of War, that is the limiting factor for Night Elf. So this best of 5 now going to be bringing us more maps, and hopefully in a full best of 5 series.
Does FoCuS have something planned out here for Twisted Meadows? Because what I've been learning out over the weekend is you do not take Moon here whatsoever, and you mentioned Moon Meadows, but just watching his playstyle, his ability not to fall victim to aggressive pushes, being able to hold on forever, this big map gives him more room to play. Does FoCuS have something in store for him?
Maybe he's expecting talents. Again, we have to talk about talents.
Sure.
With Twisted Meadows is the ultimate worst map to play talents, because there's a lot of room and you can navigate your raiders and Blade Master in a way that you can't hide behind any buildings. There's not too many chokes. So if he's expecting more to play talents here, then Twisted is the perfect map.
How's creeping?
Creeping for Orc is great on Twisted Meadows. Creeping is pretty much not necessarily great, but doable everywhere. But creeping for Night Elf and Twisted, a nightmare. As we think back to the earlier game by Lolliot, he pulled off an Ancient of War creep early at the Merchant. Super risky, which happened to work out and happened to not get punished, but that's not exactly reliable. So this is already going to be a little bit iffy of a start.
Twisted Meadows also has this orc creep where you can start, like, if you're in a right position, you can start off with a little bit of a trick that gives you level 2 and one of the best items of like the entire game. Maybe he's gambling for that.
That sounds broken.
That sounds very interesting to me, at least. Can be punished, of course, as well.
Okay.
Everything can be punished. Maybe he's gambling for that a little, and maybe it's also this win against Lawlight, where he was back, where he was fighting against 3 trees, and he still made it on Twisted. Maybe he's just feeling very, very comfortable.
You know, going on a big map late against Moon, always scary. Like, Moon Meadows, there's a reason why we call it that map. Moon has a insane win rate there, and he just feels and looks at home with multiple bases everywhere, run-bys, too many things to deal with. You just get totally overwhelmed. But we saw FoCuS dealing with that earlier very well. By the light, he was playing similarly, multiple bases, 3 base gold income, and he still defeated him on 1 base. Was completely insane because of these magnificent trades. And also something that we saw was this crazy game of Bloodlust Torrents, which, you know, we're not going to see Torrents here as the meta. He could play that because he was so far ahead. But what I take away from that game is FoCuS is willing to go late game. And he's willing also to break away from what the meta was set in stone for years, which was tier 2 only. No, FoCuS says, you know what, if this goes super crazy late, 30+ minutes, multiple bases, I can go tier 3. This is the new day of ORC. We're not stuck on tier 2. We can get some upgrades on tier 3. And that really seems to be the best answer to this Night Elf super late game, tier 3 marksmanship, bottom, all that stuff. And Bloodlust there was looking really good, and perhaps even Torrent if he's far enough ahead. I think the most important thing for FoCuS here to do is the mental aspect.
Yes.
If you talk to Koreans, it's really clear that they have immense respect for Moon. In the Warcraft community, everyone does. He's the 5th race, he's the most legendary, most successful player ever. But the Koreans, they treat him like a demigod sometimes. Like, even before he was really good again, after he came back, when he was only getting, like, 16 place finish, everyone of the Korean was saying, Moon is the favorite, Moon is the favorite, Moon is the favorite. He was losing for a while. It took him a while to get back, but everyone had faith in him. He is just, yeah, a deity in Korea almost.
Well, as we continue to prop him up, we've been talking a lot about FoCuS and what he can play. Is Moon going to stick with this Warden type of style, or with the Orc coming into the mix? Can he switch it up in terms of what your hero wants to open up with?
Should be a Keeper of the Grove play. That's pretty much set in stone in this matchup.
Okay.
And Moon was the innovator for the Keeper of the Grove. He received major buffs in the past, but Moon was already playing him before the buffs. And
Oh, interesting.
he was the innovator, like how to creep him, how to make this entangle work, when to use the treants, when to go into a base, when to hunt some grunts. Moon was like, he was the reason for the Keeper being so strong. He was paving the way for all the other Night Elves that were dominating in the scene. And with that metagame, with that Keeper of the Grove, he dominated tournaments for 3 months straight and became a world champion.
Okay, it's a best of 5 series, and it's time to put you guys on the pedestal. Who are you voting for?
I'm going with the underdog today, man. I'm going for FoCuS.
Remo?
I've been going with my heart every now and then. It's not been serving me so well, so I'm going with the brain and saying Moon.
I am actually just buying into the hype all weekend. That's all I'm doing, and I'm gonna go with FoCuS. I think FoCuS has been playing incredible today. It's been amazing to watch him move on the map, and I want to see what he can do against this legend in Moon itself. Now, let's go ahead and talk to you guys at home. Who do you believe is going to be earning this victory? We've already had you vote. Let's pull up the poll right now and see who exactly you guys believe to win. Oh my golly, is that a 50%, 50%?
First time.
First time indeed.
And apparently there's a lot of votes. I'm hearing like there's a lot of votes going on right now. So,
right.
wow, right down the line. 51-49 is basically the same thing. You guys are excited for this match. I know we are. The players are super ready to go. Let's get this grand final started right here, right now. Moon will be taking on FoCuS. It's over to you guys.
First major tournament of the year is coming to an end. Grand final, best of 5. 2 Koreans face each other. The greatest of all time in the bottom left is Moon representing the Night Elves, and FoCuS representing the Lao Pao Esports Club in the upper right for the Orcs. FoCus's team is crushing it this year. All eyes were on Newbie and the Rogue Warriors. All eyes were on Lin, Lawlight, 120, TH, Infi Fly. All of a sudden, there's this team of new young guys with fortitude, colorful. They are not the big names in the scene, but they were winning everything, even the clan leagues. FoCuS He was not in these grand finals, but now he is. And all that investment by LP Club pays off. Will he go all the way? 15 years of grinding Warcraft, of celebrating this game, and he never made it. But he never gave up as well. And today might be his day.
I said this many times, long overdue, and I really feel so. FoCuS, top 2 orc in the world, no question about that. Normally he's in the shadow of Lin, but today he has the chance to step out of that shadow. Our first map, Twisted Meadows. Would have loved for that to be the last final map on the 5th. But I'm sure we're going to have a fun game here. We're starting off with a pretty similar opening compared to what we saw earlier from Lawliot, as FoCuS, just as earlier in that game, is going for the Rock Golem pull and creep early on, and Moon going just like Lawliot for the greedy merchant creep. He can't afford to do this because he's expecting his opponent to be going for his own bit of creeping. And once more, FoCuS' scout not lucky enough to right away find the 9-off.
I feel like this is the story of FoCuS. Like you said it, second best orc in the world, and there was a time last year when many considered him to be the best orc in the world, and that was a challenge to Lin, who then said, let me step up my game real quick. And he became world champion, and no one was talking about FoCuS anymore. Here as well, everyone is talking about Moon, everyone was talking about Happy. That was destined to be the final, but maybe even Lawliot as the dark horse, but FoCuS is here, stepping out of the shadow. Rock Golem pull in the upper right, and Moon starts to creep as well. This trick was innovated by Lin in the upper left of this map, but perfected by others on other positions. Belt of Giant Strength did not deny this experience. It's a big experience gain for the orc already, but this also means that you're busy in the early game, and Moon goes through with his merchant creep unpunished.
A pretty unfortunate find there. Quel'Thalas boots would have been insanely strong for the early. It's instead the belt, which I'm very surprised he's keeping, actually. That's 200 gold. It's also decent health. But yeah, he's keeping it for now. Blade Master is quite tanky, goes for the circlet as well. And the Dust, Keeper, Rune Bracers, which are absolutely useless in this matchup, so we'll be selling those.
Indeed, that's a little bit of a gold boost for Moon as well, which helps him a lot, because he needs a lot of gold in the early game for the Hunter's Hall, for the second engine of war, for the tech, for the expansion. It's a lot that he has to get done before his army is really strong and ready to fight. FoCuS continues his creeping for critical strike, going for the ogre, for the item. He needs some damage. I feel like he needs some crits. FoCuS in general has one of the best items. He always gets them. You can put this towards the RNGesus, or you can say FoCuS is creeping as fast as no one else and is always like getting these good items because he creeps so much. And there we go, Claws of Attack.
It begins, the item hunt, the strong inventory, and of course this is Twisted. This is the map to stack up like crazy on good items. I like the choice of FoCuS, by the way, to creep up a little more heavily here in this early game. Normally, you want to prevent the Keeper's leveling. Early level 3 Keeper is a nightmare, but this is Twisted. Camps are hard. Camps are really hard, and the Keeper by himself without Ancient of War can't really creep efficiently at all unless he has a couple of hunts, but of course that takes a while. And now FoCuS going for the new favorite orc thing, pull the Merc camp, get the Mercs, creep that up, get big experience, big item, big heal potion, making this Blade Master even more survivable.
I love the level 3 creeping by FoCuS as well. As you mentioned, Twisted Meadows is such a big map, and if you run around with level 1 Windwalk, his mana will be depleted in no time, but he's got to be careful right here. Oh, item picked up by the Keeper of the Grove was just a Mantle of Intelligence, but still a little bit more damage and mana. And a little bit of Sign by Moon, like, I know what you're doing, and the Shadow Priest is gone. Here's level 3, though, for FoCuS. With that level 2 Windwalk, longer duration, much more coverage on the map.
That was the first big mistake by FoCuS this game. He took way too much damage on the Berserker just from the creeps. That allowed the Keeper to come in and find the kill. If this Berserker is full HP with the Shadow Priest next to him, he's always going to survive, but he was low, so he died, and that's expensive. Losing the Shadow Priest is okay, but it's the Berserker as well. And with the Shadow Priest gone, that's the next Grunt as well. And suddenly it's 3 kills to 0.
Insane opening by Moon. Backstab forced the TP, but what a sidestep from the Living Legend there as well to dodge and to prolong this Town Portal for a bit. Horrible early here. Mercenary camp was maybe a little too greedy. Moon was too ready. And now where to go from here? You need a powerful army to fight the mass hunts.
Yeah, such a crucial move by Moon. It is, as I said, the new favorite orc thing to do, to creep these merc camps during the first nighttime, so it's somewhat predictable. But Moon looking for it, being there to punish and abusing the weakness or the mistake of the Berserker being low, and suddenly Moon in a good position. And of course there's an expansion. This is Moon, this is Twisted, this is what we expect. And FoCuS, can he push this? No. He has 27 supply. There's no way he can look to be aggressive. So I guess his only chance is counter-expanding, but that also seems far away.
Yeah, I agree. It takes some time to get the gold mine entangled and let this investment pay off. FoCuS arriving here a little too late, and Moon is also ready for these creep jack as he has Sentinel upgrade research. So power creeping might be an alternative to really heavily stack up on items, as Twisted gives you so much items like no other map, and orcs benefit the most out of all races from these items. Maybe that's the thing, and then strike when the iron is still hot.
Yeah, this Shadow definitely needs to get some items and some levels. If he gets to level 3 quickly, he's going to be very strong against these hunts. Blade Master would love to cancel and delay the expansion here, but he by himself perhaps not strong enough to do that. But at least he's buying space for the Shadow, who is now starting to creep. 29 supply though, only for FoCuS. Man, this early game was so painful.
Oh, he's getting entangled as well. There's no TP, and there must be a Sentinel as well. Can he reach for another entangle? Cooldown should be off relatively soon, but has to go into it, or can go into Windwalk. But also, what's he doing now? Like, limited. He's getting a heal scroll from Moon's shop. That will be helpful, but it's also expensive.
So surprised he's not selling the belt, especially with how much he lost earlier. Still holding on to that item. Yeah, it's 150 HP, but it's not that good in my opinion. But okay, Shadow reaches level 2, finally. Imagine if he had one more Grunt, one more Berserker, one more Shadow Priest. This Shadow Hunter could be creeping so much more easily. Would be level 3 already, having crept a gold mine or maybe a lab or something. But because of this painful early game, the train is off the tracks for FoCuS, and he has to try to cobble together some kind of comeback. But what is that comeback? What is the proper play? That is the answer here that FoCuS has to find.
I think high level. Like, high level must be it. Pimp your heroes, get the necessary levels, and then go for it. Moon is in the ultimate comfort zone right now. Expo up, very far away from his opponent's main base. It will take FoCuS, even with speed scroll, a long time to push this. So Moon has a lot of time to react. He will have his eyes on the map and will see this coming. Then he can make a pit stop at the shop, get one more item, move back, maybe get a merc or so. Everything is open.
Blade Master still gathering valuable intel, so FoCuS knows he's safe to creep the merchant. Gets a Sobi mask for the Shadow. That's really good. That was a massive help against Lorlight on this map earlier.
Yeah, because Serpent Wards are so cheap. It's like 30 mana. And if you have additional mana regen, then you can spam them even more. And we've seen them on level 3, how powerful they are with 50 average damage. Definitely the damage dealer in the late game for orcs.
Moon is already going into archers, not pure huntresses, which really play into the orc's strength of Serpent Wards. You want to have archers behind the hunts to snipe those Serpent Wards and to limit their numbers. FoCuS moving across the map. This is just full committal. There's no expansion coming up on his side. This looks quite all in already for the orc, but he doesn't even have 50 supply. Neither does he have a shop in the back, and no clarities or mana pot on the Shadow Hunter. The fight hasn't even started, and I don't like how it's looking for FoCuS.
Blade Master scouting. When is Moon coming in? We have the Shaman Adept upgrade, so he can play with Lightning Shield. Archer and Engine of War are there to help in the defense. Moon just waiting, patiently waiting to strike. It will come in soon. Wisps are coming in, and Wisps are so important in this matchup. You really want to detonate against the Shaman. There we see number 1 did hit, but hello, Huntress. Shaman have to move back immediately. There's no grunts protecting them. Acid Bomb hits real hard. Blade Master's trying to go for the backline. It's being attacked as well, down to 50%. Moon is in full control.
FoCuS falls back towards the Serpent Wards. Can they save him? The second hero, Alchemist, in trouble. Hold on! Almost dying. last second transfer. I think that was 5 HP. He just barely holds on. But can he survive for long enough? Blade Master in trouble as well. But big healing gets him back up to decent HP. Heal spray. Where are the crits? Where are the crits? FoCuS needs the crits, but there's a staff as well that saves the Alchemist. And suddenly, this army is falling apart. FoCuS down to 40 supply, losing more. Speed scroll, runaway, Shadowhunter out of mana. Grunts basically all gone. And Moon holds on. Still with almost 60 supply.
What a flank by Moon, just jumping right on top of him. FoCuS wasn't ready at all. Blocker line not established, cast is not protected. And we see this here as well. The Hunters are just storming into these Shaman who just run away. There's no damage uptime. He's not purging them. There's no lightning shield. There's nothing. FoCuS, what to do now? He burned through the heal scroll already. Close to level 4 on the blade. Oh, Entangle is yet another kill. He's purging himself and denies it. Level-wise, it's still okay. But the economy is the big factor for Moon.
Blade at least finding some kills in the back on the archers, I guess, but it's one archer for a grunt and a shaman. Not a trade you ever want to have, especially when you're down a base. FoCuS staring down the barrel right now. This is looking quite hopeless. What can he do? How can he get back? Oh, even losing a shaman here.
He's on the way to tier 3. With that, he's getting the upgrades that you mentioned before, but he also gets the opportunity for a very, very fast counter expansion.
Yeah,
That's very expensive, and it will take some time until he's there. But if he's catching up in economy and on the way to that position, is not losing too much and not let Moon push into his base, that might be the comeback mechanism.
I like that play by FoCuS a lot. This could come as a surprise. Maybe Moon gets up to 65, 70, and then he looks to engage, and suddenly there's Bloodlust in the mix. He wasn't expecting that. FoCuS with that 50 supply army can have a decent trade, forces Moon away, and suddenly Tiny Great Hall can perhaps turn this game around.
I also like it because, yes, of course, you're giving Moon some time on this map to creep up, but compared to other races and other hero combos, how great is 5/5 Alchemist Keeper? Due to the Keeper, not that great. Blade Master Shadowhunter would be way more efficient, or Lich DK, whatever. So it's okay to take that trade and to give Moon some freedom.
So, more and more gold is being acquired. The belt is not being sold though. FoCuS wants to keep it. Appreciates the 150 HP. And tier 3 about to finish. This will be the Tiny, but the Wisp is already there. He is possibly expecting this already.
He is at 630 gold. This is the Tiny for sure. Moon for Moon Meadows not popping down a second tree. That's quite surprising. I thought there was enough time to at least build it. If it takes some time to move over, okay, but have the Tree of Life ready. But Moon is just going higher and higher in upkeep, getting these upgrades in.
The town is under siege.
Feels like he wants to fight relatively soon.
Blade Master took out the Scout Wisp, but guess what? The Scout Wisp saw the Tiny Great Hall in the inventory, so Moon knows exactly what's going on. Master training for the Shaman in research right now. It takes 1.5 minutes, about 1 more minute to finish. Can Moon strike before that?
FoCuS at 50 supply, Moon at 62.
The
Supply numbers
player's
are
forces are under
okay.
attack.
Level 4 Shadowhunter, level 4 Blade. Crucial upgrades for FoCuS, for the level 2 heal wave and the higher damage from crit. He's brave enough to start this creep spot. And Moon is pushing into his freshly built Tiny Great Hall. Hasn't paid off at all. Moon sees this and attacks.
The Archers are just here for distraction. It's the Hunters at the expansion, which are the real danger. And that's so much normal damage. This could very well just be a kill. Repairing against that is dangerous because of the bouncing glaives. Level 5 also for the Keeper. Moon might be taking this out. FoCuS has to hold this expansion.
3 attacks at once. One with the Archer at the lab, here with the Hunts against the expansion. The Treants are in the base. FoCuS has no idea where to look. There are shambles from his Great Hall and Moon TP's out. What a play!
Brilliant. So smart by Moon. 600 gold invested. He got a bit of gold out of that mine, but not much. And the thing is, look at FoCuS's gold. He's got a lot. He could go for a new Tiny, but it has a long, long cooldown. It's not ready again.
Found the Devotion Aura. That's okay. Helps against the Acid Bomb. And this is Moon on this very map. Tree of Life coming. 3rd base coming. But FoCuS has survived this before. in a very, very different game, but against Lawlight in the quarterfinal here today.
Moon is playing this game so smart, dude.
The problem for FoCuS now is like, where do you go? Like, everything on his side is already gone.
It's really tough.
If he scouts the tree now, that would be a nice timing. He still has no TP, also has no speed scroll, so it would be super hard to come back. So even if the tree gets cancelled for Moon, it's okay because it buys him way more time.
Yeah. But if FoCuS
He sees it.
has a little bit more time, like if FoCuS gets up to 60 with a heal scroll or two,
Oh wow, what to do now? He has a TP.
Forces are under attack.
Kill this or hold this.
oh, wait, there was another Tiny? I thought the Tiny wouldn't be ready. I guess I was wrong. But guess what? It's dying again because there's no TP.
There is a TP, but he's not
Oh,
willing to go for it.
You're right, there is. But
He's not willing to go for it. Moon has a TP as well, so it's a trade pretty much, 1-for-1. But this was 1,300 gold for FoCuS, and he mined exactly that what's on the peon right there.
And Blade Master had the TP as well. He wasn't with the army, so couldn't bring the rest in. Interesting that these archers, which can't keep up with the movement speed and with that can't keep up with the base race, are elsewhere on the map. Like distracting, scouting.
We see this with Dryads. Like, that's a very common play. Archers oftentimes used as living sentry wards, I guess, if they're not that useful anymore. During nighttime, you just put them somewhere in Shadow Melt and they give you vision. But Moon, this is a new way to use archers in the late game.
Very interesting also that Moon is not going tier 3. He's just going for more expansions and going for the run-by. Hasn't looked for a real fight in a long, long time.
Tree of Life number 4 coming up in the upper left-hand side of the map. So once again, far away from FoCuS's base. The one at the bottom right was accessible, was easy to punish, but it was still a 1-for-1 base trade. And if you're on 2 bases already, you take that trade any day of the week.
Blade towards the shop. What's he gonna get? Telestaff.
Okay. He can prevent entangled gold mines with it. He has decent damage. And he can rejoin the army if he's roaming around, trying to find the opponent. Now there's a tier 3 tech by Moon. FoCuS again can't go for the tiny Great Hall. Now there should be a huge cooldown on it.
And he actually just finished it. It's coming up, or it was coming up in the bottom right.
Oh.
3 tiny Great Holes in one game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry.
A player's forces are under
Okay,
attack.
Moon is kind of ready to push though. It's level 5 on the Keeper, lack of level 5 on the Orc side. But once he gets it, these heroes are scary.
So many archers. They're all not with the main force for Moon, so he definitely doesn't want to engage with this army right here into FoCuS's force.
Another Tree of Life, upper left, red, like former red spot.
Yeah.
He's just expanding all over the place, and FoCuS has no raiders. How does he want to deal with these trees?
And now finally the forces are being brought together. That's a lot of archers. 2-2 upgraded, soon to be having marksmanship as well on the archers as tier 3 is halfway through for Moon. And now at 81, somewhere Todd is blinking rapidly.
A player's
Oh, he
forces
detonated
are
a wisp.
under
He's back
attack.
down to 80.
Easy fix for this problem indeed. Moon is not giving him an opening. Now with the full army. There are a couple of snake sticks already. Blade Master is back in, but he's also very hurt. Down to 50%. Moon, can you claim map number 1 right here, right now?
Where's the Bloodlust? Rah, rah, rah. We need it. Without it, there's definitely no chance to win this fight.
A town is under siege.
He missed it on autocast. The Keeper of the Grove, once again, fully healed. FoCuS is trying to get him into a town portal. Hero FoCuS all the way. Lightning Shield on him as well. Hoping and waiting for the crits. Invo Potion saves the Keeper of the Grove. Switching to the Alchemist, but he's also very safe. Spams the heal spray. In the meantime, what's left of FoCuS's army? Plummeting. Only Hero FoCuS, but that doesn't work. The Orc is down to 30 supply. At least he holds this tree. Oh my god, the tree attack again. Gets rid of the mining. And in the meantime, Moon is up to 4 bases in a bit, and he plants down the 5th immediately.
Moon Meadows, ladies and gentlemen. It keeps on happening, and he pulls it off every time so well. Maybe you just have to ban Twisted against Moon. Maybe that's just Even if normally it's good against Night Elf, it may just not be good against Moon.
Yeah, some people use their little bit of free time to go to the gym. Moon builds trees of life.
5 mining bases soon, Jesus Christ. This could be a 100 supply army, pretty easily actually.
Could also go, like, he has all the resources in the world. He could just plant 2 Chimera Roosts and destroy everything.
Chimps will be pretty good against Shaman and Grunts. Yep, that doesn't sound too bad at all.
There's no Orb of Lightning, so it's not that easy to focus with the Blade Master as well. So if Moon has the time and feels like it, Chimeras would be amazing. Now FoCuS, how to get out of this situation. He was rarely in upkeep, so he's getting a lot of gold from what he has. Moon constantly pays tax, but he still has 1,000 gold. And there's another attack. These hunts are made for wrecking.
Is he gonna go through with it? Is he just gonna try to right-click it down? It looks like he is. Beyond repair, not good enough.
Invisible Archer. So nice to keep them all safe. There's a couple of grunts to do damage with Lightning Shield, but it's definitely not enough. Moon is barely losing anything and kills another Great Hall. The Night Elf Wrecking Ball.
He's playing this so well. Massive supply lead.
The town is under siege.
Close to level 6.
Gold.
GG. That was it. That was too much. FoCuS, I guess he didn't even know how many trees they were, but Moon, being the favorite, takes map number 1, and that felt really good.
That game, I think, really comes down to that creep jack at the Merc camp. You can't give Moon a lead like that. A player of this caliber will just abuse you to the end, to the edge of the earth, if you give him an opening like that. At least FoCuS knows what was going wrong.
Yeah.
That is, you know, something, the silver lining, I guess, in this. It's not a game where you think to yourself, man, what could I have done better? Why did I lose? I thought it was going okay. No, this was a very clear mistake in the early stages, and FoCuS will be able to remedy that, hopefully. But Twisted Meadows, I think, is supposed to be considered a good orc map normally in this matchup. But Moon, as he always does, gets the victory here.
All right, yeah, that was that's something to learn from. Of course, it's not a desperate situation where you play your ultimate A game and then it comes down to one fight and your opponent just out-micros you. That's mistakes that you can prevent in the next game. FoCuS can still be confident, having a great matchup against Night Elf in general. Same goes for Moon against Orc, but whenever he falls to an Orc, it's usually FoCuS. Happened already twice in the past couple of months. And otherwise, he's pretty much destroying everyone. Sometimes Lin is able to take a series, but oftentimes very close with 2-1 or 3-2. Concealed Hill.
Our next map, where certainly won't be seeing as many expansions. One expansion is what we expect, though, certainly, from Moon. When's that gonna be? How's the Keeper gonna be played? Is he gonna find a creep deck like that? Is he gonna get level 3? Or are we perhaps going to see Talons finally, which we've been expecting for so long?
Yeah, I think we talk about this from day 1 on, and it's just not happening. Like once it was happening, but or twice, I guess. But that's about it. Yeah, CH, big map again, big items again. I wonder if FoCuS is going for the Lord in the middle to get that big item. He was one of the first to manipulate the AI, pushing the Ogre Lord all the way back into his own base and killed him there with the burrows. Will Moon run away with a 2-0, or will we have a 1-1? FoCuS Moon, game 2, here we go.
FoCuS trailing now, but this is a best of 5, this series still. There's a lot of maps to play, there's a lot of game left, as they say. So far, from the openings, not too much to glean. It's standard. From what we can tell so far, some orcs nowadays like to skip the barracks and go for a fast chop and aggressive play with a speed scroll. Not on this map though. That is more reserved for like Terranus and Northern Isles. Here we expect the Blade Master to creep at least a little bit because you can find claws. Hold up, there's no barracks.
Huh.
Is he actually playing aggressively? Or is he going super crazy Farseer first?
We haven't seen this too much at all. Could be a nice
If someone does it, it's FoCuS though in this matchup.
I agree. We have seen this a bit from him. Not in this tournament, but online. So what's the peon doing?
Okay, early shop, so that must be a blade,
Yeah.
I guess. Huh.
Interesting. What to take away from it? Prioritizing the keeper harass over more sustain, over a greater army.
Against Low Light here earlier, FoCuS was trying to prevent level 3 Keeper, but was unable to. Keeper did get that level up in the end. And this is the biggest benefit of this opening. You're going to be aggressive right away, you're going to have heal cells to regen, and you're going to be in the Night Elf's face. And the Keeper definitely won't be getting level 3, unless you horribly misplay. You have a Peon Scout as well, which is nice. Which, you know, some Night Elves nowadays greed it up quite a bit, going for greedy Ancient of War Crypts. We saw that on the first map, going for the Merchant there on Twisted. But this is a standard Ancient of War Crypt by Moon. This is 0% risky, and this won't be getting punished. There's no chance of this getting punished.
Specialty of this map, there's no mercenary camp, so for FoCuS, no chance to get creep jacked here, but also no chance to go for Shadow Priest for an early dispel and the damage of the Berserkers. This will all be lacking. He's creeping up himself, going for the item carrying Ogre. Will be lucky with the claw or the gloves, the circlet or the gloves. And goes home with gloves. Okay, a little more attack speed.
The cool thing about the Peon over at the tavern, he's checking where the Keeper might be going. Peon is between the tavern and the lab, and if he sees the Keeper is in here, he knows he's towards the top of the map. So FoCuS is covering both sides. Blade is scouting the left, Peon is scouting the right. So FoCuS will be arriving close to the Keeper here very soon. Can't prevent level 2. That one will be reached, but that's okay. It's level 3 you want to prevent. Oh, or maybe he can prevent it.
Oh, what happened there? Moon really slow with this turtle creep.
I think Moon was afraid of the Blade Master coming in. He didn't know exactly where the blade was. Because with him seeing the Peon, Moon knows there's no barracks. Moon knows the Blade Master has early speed scroll and will be coming across the map quickly. So it was pretty smart by Moon, actually. He doesn't give the opportunity to his opponent to steal those creeps from the green camp.
Usually, with the Keeper of the Grove, you try to hunt some grunts. This is, of course, not possible. Barracks only finishing now, and once the grunts are out, you should be safe and creeping with your Shadow Hunter. So I think FoCuS's early game plan is working out great.
Yeah. Now it's a little tougher for FoCuS. He still wants to slow down the Keeper, but where is he?
Yeah.
The Scout Peon has died, and the Blade Master can only cover so much area, and of course, he doesn't have grunts yet. This is a pretty predictable camp. You know the Keeper's going to be at a green camp, but which one? I like the Peon Scout. He sees the Keeper. Now the Blade knows what's up, but Keeper gets the big creep, and that's level 2.
And that is Entangle. That is disabled against the Blade Master. Oh, wow,
that Scout!
Scout by FoCuS!
Crazy.
Wow.
FoCuS, really good early game.
These orcs and their scouting Hitman earlier on, now FoCuS. What a read. It would have been a nice little trick by Moon. You can buy so much time with this AP once it's finished.
The Blade chased the Archer, popped the speed scroll. That kind of exposes the Grunt over here.
Oh, wow.
This Grunt could be dying. Is it worth it to wake up the creeps?
It's 2 grunts now. Limited mana, but there's another Entangle. Blade Master arrives finally, so at least he can deny.
Needs to deny. Blade.
Right now, going into the creeps. Keeper is getting the last hit.
Oh, does. Perhaps he can kill off the Huntress.
Has a reveal as well. End snare lasts for a little bit. Backstab and bye-bye Hunt. So, critical strike unlocked as well.
He was waiting for the last attack to come in from the creep to make sure he gets the last hit, and with that the experience, and with that the level 2. Pretty cool play by FoCuS. I like it. I like it. 1 grunt for 1 Huntress exchange. Pretty even. And most importantly, Keeper is not level 3. With that, FoCuS moves into the mid-game with some calmness.
We have a Shadow Hunter. We also have a War Mill coming up, or is already finished, and Shaman play. On Moon's side, he arrived at tier 2, and he just continues to expand. Very, very greedy. He wants to get that golden. FoCuS, how will you take your time? Burrow might be a little bit delayed. He's currently supply stuck, but it should be fine to get the tier 2 stuff online. How long he is preventing this level 3 Keeper is pretty strong, and he finds him again. He's rarely losing vision.
Is he going to go for the Telestaff? We've been seeing that more and more.
Yeah.
Yep, certainly.
Nice way to get out of Entangle as well.
And also, Blade Master sees the forces here going south. If he sees a big contingent of Keeper and Hunts moving south. That's dangerous. Shadow will have to be careful. But we have the first couple of Shaman coming out, and with the Purge, finally you have a good answer against the Entangle, which has led to 1 grunt kill so far, but not the end of the world. We have the Alchemist coming in, and well...
He found the expansion a little too late, but he knows what's up. Armor upgrades against the
Players'
Alchemist
forces are
Acid
under
Bomb.
attack.
So with the tree being that hurt, Moon's second income is severely delayed.
Dude, look at the next Peon Scout. What is up with FoCuS and these Peon Scouts? He is absolutely inside Moon's head. Staff onto it. Blade Master is here, making this more difficult. There is Sentinel. Or is there? I guess not. He's revealing him from the lab. Securing the last hit on the... Wait, is he? Is he? He needs another reveal. FoCuS making this so awkward for Moon. Great play by the Orc.
This takes so much time. Way too much time. Bash comes in. And FoCuS. Okay, disabled now. Can't get it. Item is the
Yoink!
the beast.
He got it!
He got it! Somehow pops into his inventory. Thank you.
Long finger FoCuS. I don't know how he did that. He was kind of like extending through the Entangle. And that is so good to steal away from a Night Elf. Imagine 70 supply push, hunt, archers, all that, throw a Scroll of the Beast on top of that. Ooh, that's scary, but guess what? No. Now, FoCuS has that item.
Some new telekinesis skills from the Blade Master, or on the Blade Master. Finally, he can creep this up. Finally, get some levels on the Alchemist, but everything takes so much longer than before on Twisted.
Yeah, FoCuS actually looking in a good position, in my opinion. Creeping up the natural, he could go for the counter expansion here pretty soon, which I would like to see. As Moon is still pretty far away from his 60 supply, upgrades, scrolls. This is when this Night Elf army is strong. Before that, not that scary, especially if the Shadow gets to 3, which he will very shortly.
How cool this is for FoCuS now. On game 1, Moon knew exactly what he was doing and he punished it immediately. And this game is the opposite. FoCuS knows every single step that Moon is doing. Like, hey bro, I can play Warcraft as well.
Yeah.
Let me challenge you.
These Peon and Grunt Scouts have just been insane. Beautiful, beautiful play by FoCuS.
Another little kill. Everything adds
Oh!
up. The Sentinel reveals him. Where's the Keeper? Can he get an Entangled surround?
If he can surround him without Entangle, he can kill him.
Yeah.
But he needs to surround him without
Players' forces
Entangle.
are under
Blade
attack.
Master. Oh, that was scary.
The Orc is messy. Dribbling through these Huntress legs. Oh, there we go. Has to go for the Entangle. That's the staff. But again, it's all... Oh! Okay, there we go. It's all time where Moon can't creep. It's only level 3.
I'm surprised FoCuS didn't go for the heal scroll steal. He was at the enemy shop, sold the Scroll of the Beast, but didn't get the heal scroll. Maybe he didn't have the gold as he went for the expo. We have 1 watchtower coming up, expansion on the way. FoCuS needs to make sure this one is not getting cancelled, but he's not doing it. He's going for the distraction attack instead. This should be giving Moon the time to find the cancel on the Great Hall.
Was about to say, like, he sees it with the Owl. He sees the entire army moving, and the hunts are so fast. This is not finished, and then he can TP home.
is under
Question is, Moon, do you want to fight already?
Crucial move here by Moon to move south instantly. Wait a minute. He's not attacking the expo. He's attacking the tower. That's looking like a big mistake.
Will it finish? Can he? Like, there's no TP on FoCuS. He has to walk all the way back. But his expo, like, Moon's expo's gone.
If Moon TP's back, though, his heroes are in trouble.
Yeah.
Aggressive purges. Here we go. TP coming in. This could be an opportunity to aim for the hero kill. Is FoCuS going to do that?
Moon jumping right on top of him. 2 snakes already up. Acid Bomb hits a lot of the ghouls. There's an attack on the illusion, I guess. A little bit of wasted damage. Moon is retreating. FoCuS with a nice start into this fight.
Takes out 1 Huntress right there. A bit more experience. Shadow Hunter still has mana. As long as the Shadow has mana, FoCuS will be staying in this one. Serpent Ward's really good, of course, against these hunts. Oh, the tree!
Yeah.
Hold on!
It's gone. As
Too
I
low.
said,
Yeah.
the expansion is
It's
gone.
dead.
The grunts are putting in the damage. FoCuS with a nice execution here as well. How much will he have to pay for this? As I
is
say,
under
only a speed scroll, no TP out, but Moon seemingly leaving him alone.
Great play by FoCuS. He could be setting up the expansion across the map if he wants, but no, for now
going
he's
for the
pressing forward. Yeah, Alchemist in trouble, remember, no TP anymore, no invul either. Moon needs to be careful.
Absolutely nothing. Purge is on the wisp. One detonates, second one goes off as well. But he couldn't connect to the Shaman, so there's more Purge, more Lightning Shield. We see the Purge and the Alchemist almost surrounding him here. The Grunts all so hurt, but putting in the damage. Can't really follow through that little choke right there. Blade Master going ham on the Hunts and killing one after the next. But gotta be careful, has an info potion.
That was close. FoCuS running out of mana and also running really low HP.
He has to leave.
It's gonna be nighttime in a moment. He could go to the fountain then, but those creeps can also be woken up. It's a little scary. FoCuS gonna fall back.
Dust settles. We have, of course, fountains here. That would be kind of an obvious move. And Moon is, I guess, scouting for it as well. He's moving to the fountain and then down to the bottom right as he's expecting this Great Hall to come up. FoCuS was staying as long as he could in the upper left to buy time for his second base. Would it work? This will take some time until the Hunts are at least light green.
FoCuS with a big lead now this game. It's not over yet, but it's looking really good for him now. Play it patiently, don't overextend, and I like the expansion. With the expansion coming up, FoCuS is going to be looking even stronger. This can be risky, going for an expansion like this. Oftentimes, Night can build a 70 supply push around that, but not in this game. Moon is way too broke. There's no way he's getting up to 70.
Moon's expanding against this. That would be quite some nice time to build the second base. One tower is up, second one is distraction, but FoCuS cancels it again. Now he's got to realize that Moon has another tree coming up.
Why was FoCuS in the middle with his army? Why isn't he defending his expansion? I feel like he's giving up his expos a little too easily.
He's going for the Lord.
There is a Lord there, yeah, and that's nice, but isn't it much better to secure your expansion?
Maybe. Shop is coming up. FoCuS is heavily focusing on this Ogre Lord, and Moon takes out another building. That's the shop gone. We need a high mana Shadow Hunter.
Speed scroll running in. I'm sure Moon is going to TP out. Takes out the burrow as well. And survives with all of his units.
There was a Warsong Battle Drums. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
But also not too great with this army. Boosts everything by 10%. The only unit that benefits really from it is the Blade Master.
I hope FoCuS isn't giving up on this expansion of his. It's not too late to go for it, but he might think that it is.
A player's
Late
forces are under
Illusion
attack.
will confirm the next Expo attempt. The building might be finished, but the Entangle takes forever, and FoCuS is taking the time to step back a little again, creep up, getting the second red spot. But Moon knows it.
Oh, nice double level ups. That's going to be the level 2 crit instantly. FoCuS not wasting a second thinking about that.
Expansion again, Moon sees it immediately. He has a lot of eyes on the map.
Players' forces are under
He has his Hunters in the bottom right, he has the Hunters in the very far right, so he knows exactly what FoCuS is doing, and I feel like for the first time, FoCuS lost a little track of the 5th race.
Yeah, Moon's movement here is really good. He's finding the proper points of attack. And he knows FoCuS wants to creep, so he's abusing this greed, if you will, finding more and more structural damage. Expansion is cancelled again, shop is falling again, and FoCuS, he would love to be just left alone, but of course Moon isn't giving him
players' forces
that
are under
peace.
attack.
Is he actually giving up on the Spirit Lodge? No more Shaman. Now FoCuS is town portaling home, but there's no repair, no hope for the Lodge, no more Shaman.
Might be getting another burrow here.
This costs so much. Moon is once again finding a way back into this game.
FoCuS, are you giving this game out of hand? It's starting to look like it, but it's not like FoCuS has a massive, massive deficit. He's still got a lot of gold,
A player's
good
forces
army.
are under attack.
but the expo is cancelled.
Moon finally got what he wanted. He finally has the second base up and now goes into upkeep. This is where you can establish this deadly, deadly 70 supply push.
FoCuS. He really should have saved this expansion, should have played more passively around it. He was too greedy, looking to accomplish too many things, especially creep-wise.
FoCuS still has a strong fight in him. 2 heal scrolls,
town
1
is under
invul,
siege.
level
Players' forces are
4.5
under
Shadow Hunter. Can he go for this tree one more time? It would help a lot if he's getting rid of that Engine of War, but all of a sudden his base is under attack.
Smart play by Moon. He knows expansion will be under assault, so he's just going for the main. And if you don't TP back here soon, your main is gonna die. So once again, FoCuS TP's back. Instant TP trade. Moon, if he can't win a fight, he still finds a way to possibly win this game.
Smartly casting some Lightning Shield on the clumped up units after the TP. They're all standing together, so Lightning Shield does decent damage, as there's not possible to put them in Shadow Melt, which disables the Lightning Shield. Stressful game for both. And once again, a very long game. Going into minute 17.
Moon moving south, ready for the next counterattack.
There's nothing there. More experience. Needs this level 5 Shadow Hunter now. Moon does not transition into archers yet, right? So the earlier he gets to the level 5 S8, the better it is.
And he's close.
Yeah, solo level. He sees the SH as his savior.
Towers are coming up in the main as well, by the way, for FoCuS. So he can deal with the run-bys a little bit more easily.
Yeah, we've seen this against the Lawlight already. This is not something normal to have towers in the base, but it helps a lot. It also costs resources.
Especially lumber. FoCuS now low lumber. That is not good for when you're trying to expand.
I think he rebuilt a lot, right? So he can build Shaman again. That's important. Supply-wise, it's not dangerous territory for FoCuS yet. 5 supply lead for the Night Elf is absolutely fine.
Yeah. And FoCuS has double heal scroll. If he utilizes those well, finds more kills, gets level 5 Shadow. This is a scary fight, and for once, Moon is not in position for the counterattack.
Oh, he's building a tree of life on FoCuS' side of the map. I love that FoCuS is aiming for the Engine of War now. There will be a lot of resources, but if you don't have double production building, then the 70 supply take a lot longer. But how long can FoCuS respond to this? There's no TP on him.
He's got a lot of gold, though. I think he's gonna need to go for a TP. Pillage only now. We talked about it earlier. Orcs go for it too late oftentimes.
That tower holds on a little long and distracts. Not like the damage is not going to the main. That buys FoCuS time, but he is not moving to the shop at all.
Not enough damage. The heal spray is out healing the damage, the piercing against the Huntresses. Well, a few of them are dying, I guess. On the other side, FoCuS also attacking the main, and that tree might be falling. Lots of wisps coming out for the repair.
Needs to get rid of them somehow. Range attacks are in. Super close level 5 Shadow Hunter. I think one more kill and then he should have it. Oh, the Lightning Shield Shaman against the Wisps get detonated. Forces one suicide. And the Tree of Ages holds. FoCuS has to TP home as his main is about to collapse. Lightning Shield on the Huntress again.
There was so many peon kills, though.
Yeah.
With barely any left.
3 only.
And he can re-establish gold income quickly, but what about lumber income? He's so low lumber now. You need lumber for towers and for expansions. And that's not gonna be possible now.
Moon out-mooning him again.
And I said, we're not gonna see mass expansions on Concealed Hill, but little did I know that Moon can make it work here as well. Man.
Level 5 SH though.
I'd like to see Telestaff by FoCuS. Be more mobile against this constant run-by playstyle.
A player's forces are under attack.
Also costing a lot. He needs so much.
He's sitting at 50 though. His gold is good, but he goes for a TP first. Needed a lot of those already this game. Moon still can't fight. He's got the much weaker army, especially now with level 5 Shadow.
Should be a reveal. Gold mining is established again. FoCuS spending his resources instantly as they come in. Moon is banking quite a bit again and is paying taxes.
A player's forces are under attack.
All this downtime now, by the way, is also regen time for the Shaman. Their mana is looking really good once more.
Blade Master's very underleveled with 3-5, but I think that's the exact right move. He doesn't get that much stronger without the proper
town
items.
is under siege.
Oh, the Wisp Scout. Oh, there we go. Shaman sees the Expo.
Okay, what now?
FoCuS gonna go over there for the kill. Is Moon gonna try to hold that? I doubt it.
Yeah, I think so too. Just distraction for the North. To let the North survive and push FoCuS back into the South without actually fighting.
Pillage is gonna get quite a bit of resources here, by the way.
Oh yeah. Lots of runs, lots of damage against that tree. Lots of resources going your way. That's how Pillage works.
Is the Shadow in the main?
Oh, sweeps around. Another free kill for Moon.
I think the Shadow is setting up Serpent Wards in the Orc main base. That's pretty cool. Nice. That's smart. Waiting for these hunts to come in. And Moon properly reacting, not running into the main there this time.
But the tree in the bottom right is gone. Wisp is still there. Moon can just do it again if he wants to.
Shadow has a telestaff. I like that a lot. Shadow standing at home, defending there if he needs to. And if he's needed with his army, he can staff on top there.
Moon could even go for Zeppelin now, or for Zappers to bomb the Great Hall.
Oh, but the Blade should be carrying the TP. Not the Shadow, because the army... Yeah, the Shadow can get to the army, but the army can't get back. I guess if Shadow TPs to the army, or staffs rather, then he can.
Mana potion for the Shadow Hunter as well. Moon again knocking on FoCuS's door, but it goes the other way around as well. Lightning Shield on that Blade, taking care of the repairing Wisp. Shredder also there, but mostly ignored. Will the Tree of Ages fall this time?
Pretty tanky, still being repaired, has lots of armor in the meantime. Which main building is gonna die first here is the question. Lots of repair, but lots of glaive damage coming in as well. FoCuS about to lose all of his peons, and with that, all of his repair.
The peons are all gone. He can't do anything, has to go home now.
Oh, he killed it.
Tree is gone, so can he defend? At the moment, it's one base. He needs to do tons of damage in no time, trying to dispel against the Treants. That works out nicely, and forces Moon into the town portal without getting the kill, losing more Huntress.
Well done, FoCuS. Finally able to hold on at home and inflict damage across the map. Gets 2 more hunts out of the way. And yeah, FoCuS has a supply deficit, but it's only 15. In this matchup, really not that much.
What a game. I was a little afraid that after game 1, Moon just takes it from here. But that is absolutely not the case.
Main about to expire, though. Uh-oh.
500 gold. He's establishing a tower at the bottom right to make sure he gets that gold mine up again. Moon, usually we say at this point of the game, at the 23-minute mark, Night Elves have a backup expansion. That's not the case. FoCuS just got rid of it.
Yeah, but the new Tree of Life is coming up in the main. And it's gonna take a while, but it will finish. Pretty sure. FoCuS. He's gonna be very exposed. He needs to set up the expansion at the natural soon. Moon knows this. Yeah, there it is.
He's sitting on it like a hand on an egg.
I think FoCuS should play really defensively now. Night Elf is on 1 mining base. You don't need to apply pressure.
A player's forces
Wait, how much gold was that in the Night Elf natural? Can we do a check? Okay, no, that's a ton of gold. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be a while.
Treants come in, but the tower is really helpful. Dust settles for now. Keeper steps back home. 70 gold. This is not really worth it. This will take forever. First,
70 gold is 70 gold, Neil.
he has to build it, he has to entangle it, then he has to mine it, and then he has to go to the middle. I don't know. That will cost a lot of time.
You know, this game has been going on for a while. But Moon, you know, he was far behind in that game, but somehow he fought his way back and got into a leading position. But then it was FoCuS's time to turn it up a notch, and now he is in the lead. Oh, Shamana coming in from the back. The Alchemist might be in trouble. Can't quite reach for the Purge, a little too slow.
There was no Staff of Preservation. That was dangerous right there. Very interesting tug of war. Very close game. We're closing in on 5-5 heroes, and Moon is going for the Zeppelin. I love this.
But I think FoCuS is in position.
Is he?
Shadow is there.
Blade is there.
He might be able to cancel this expansion, but it's gonna cost him.
A player's forces are under attack.
How much is the question? One distraction hunt. Checking out how things look there. They're pretty good.
50 damage a pop.
For 30 mana.
Did you see the Zeppelin? This is really important. If he saw the Zeppelin, he knows he has to camp at the Expo.
It's daytime, so you will see him relatively early.
This is a good game right here.
A player's forces are under
That's how
attack.
grand finals should be.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, FoCuS 0 lumber, by the way.
Yeah. He's going for one Witch Doctor for... Oh, he's moving out.
But
He
it's
doesn't
finished.
know. Keeper.
There's a double tele staff on Moon.
Oh, wow.
He can teleport across the map with this.
And then TP out. He's teching again. Can't go for potion at the moment. Moon patiently waiting. He has 2 Zeppelins. One in the main, one at the expansion. FoCuS doesn't see this coming.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where's the Witch Doctor, by the way?
Was in production. Should be on the way to something. Shop cancelled. So again, no potions.
Witch Doctor is really cool. I love that for the sentries. No,
Oh, no!
Use the sentry.
At least one sentry and immediately revealed, so he takes care. Like, this Witch Doctor effectively got him charge of a dust.
Yeah. Well, we can make a new one, I guess.
Yeah, they are not that expensive.
Moon is trying to set up a new base in the middle, but the Blade Master's running around, should be looking for this.
If he establishes this, like, how do you crack this? You have to fight uphill as Orc. Shaman will miss lots of the shots, so will the Serpent Wards. This is so hard to do.
And the threat of the Zeppelin drop. I would like to see, like, the Blade Master needs to scout the middle. It's unusual, I guess, to have an expansion there, but FoCuS should be scouting for it. Should be.
This is enough time for Moon. This is a lot of time for Moon. He's banking at 700, stays at 50 supply. Gonna have 2 bases again soon. But Moon abandons the idea of dropping, I think.
He's always keeping the threat alive, though.
We're going for Beastry on FoCuS, right? So
Bad Rider.
Bad Rider. Must have an idea. It also helps scouting. Flying units always do.
Surprised he had the lumber. He's only got like 2 peons on lumber.
Also pretty close to level 6 Shadowhunter, which is great sustain.
Blade Master sees it now, but is it perhaps too late? If he had seen this earlier, he may have been able to
Player's
cancel it
forces
by
are under
himself.
attack.
Moon super smart, setting off static defense. This means he gets reinforcements, he gets defense at this upcoming expansion, but he doesn't have to break upkeep, which he's still doing now.
And the Treants, the free units, are putting up, or putting on, structural damage. But they do have experience with the purges. 1, 2, 3. 3.
Still 2 heal scrolls, and a mana potion, and an invo potion. These hunts, man.
Bad Rider's coming. If Moon doesn't see this,
Oh, wow.
and the Zeppelin dies above the trees, that's 24
Player's
supply
forces are
dying.
under attack. A town
Oh,
is under
Purge!
But-
He can lock it in place!
Oh, do you
Purge!
see it?
Purge! Wait, can you not purge that thing?
I think you can.
I'm not sure, actually.
Wasn't in range, wasn't fast enough. So,
Oh, he sees the bat. That's so important.
like, how they know what's up, it's incredible.
Bad Riders do one-shot Zeppelins, in case you guys were wondering.
Moon always keeping the distance of what's scary for him.
And suddenly he's up at 60 again. But so is FoCuS. Moon still can't take a fight. He would get annihilated.
Yeah, 58 supply only. Upgrades might be good, but that's about it. Yeah, 2-2 is nice. We don't have tier 3 though, and still not a single
Bad
archer.
Rider, justify
Bad
the
Rider.
memes. Boom! Oh. First time this tournament.
But it was empty, so no losses except the Zeppelin itself, and I think he has a backup one if I'm not mistaken. FoCuS is using the time to pressure the middle. At least he can storm the high ground without fighting uphill. Maybe he can't even fight downhill, but Moon is not giving him that fight. Moon is not giving him that chance. Moon is pushing himself.
Forces are under attack.
All right, base race. Which one's gonna die first? It looks like this tree is pretty survivable. I think FoCuS has to TP back.
Does he have a TP? Yes, he does. There's a lot of towers and burrows for FoCuS doing some damage, but okay, here we go. Moon will TP back instantly. There we go. It's nighttime, so Lightning Shield is not that effective. He's still using 3. Heal Wave keeps everything alive, but he had to leave the hill.
I think FoCuS made the mistake there again. He should have left the Shadow at the expansion, spam those Serpent Wards. You know he's going for the run-by. Ready with a staff to join the rest. Oh, okay,
Hunt.
2 hunts. That's nice.
Everything gets
experience.
them closer to
is
level
under
6
siege.
Shadow Hunter. Also to level 5 Blade. Tree is getting repaired. I love that Moon is never forgetting about that. Some night elves are a little too greedy and leave their tree like at 50%, and then the next time you get pushed, it's gone. Not happening here.
Free healing now at the fountain. That's pretty nice for FoCuS. We have daytime again, so no vision advantage anymore for our Night Elf. And Shadow Meld.
How do you like the number of shamans? It's only 5?
I think it's okay. If Wisp Detonate connects, that's scary, but we have not seen that so far this map.
Gotta be careful about that for sure. Moon's army is getting more scary. 64 supply.
A town is under siege.
But FoCuS is trying to find another way to
I think
push
this is
them.
the opposite of what you want. The Shadow should be at home spamming those Serpent Wards, and the army should be up there, but it's the other way around here.
The Shaman can get rid of this, so it's okay. And it forces Moon back as well, so he can't go into the main base.
More experience.
Yep.
Every Treant, 20 experience.
Yep.
Oh, Shadow Hunter. Serpent Wards fighting alone against the Hunters and putting in good damage.
Moon's expansion in the upper left. As we checked last time, it has 7,000 gold. Now we're down to 2. It won't last forever. 9,000 still for FoCuS, but the one in the middle, that might decide the game if this goes even longer. I think I've never
town
seen
is under
CH
siege.
outmined with no gold anymore, but man, today we're getting close.
All right, here we go again. Moon up at 70, still doesn't want to fight. He's ready for the counterattack. Treants into the main and hunts towards the Expo. Shadow Hunter,
Players' forces are under
where
attack.
is he?
The Engine of War is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Buy time. There's no damage on this tree at all. Even a grunt falling for this almost. And this is a dangerous number of hunts.
Shadows at the expansion. That means Blade Master can't join. Level 6 for the hero. Can he perhaps keep the peons alive? Uh-oh, the mass repair not quite working out, or is it? So many peons dying. If this Great Hall falls, it's looking terrible for FoCuS. The army is coming back so late.
The grunts are still there. They have to get rid of that tree. He's fighting without them. Lightning shield summoned everywhere. Repair is pretty much non-existent. But this is enough. Moon. Does he have enough damage? Did he miscalculate this?
No way! Are you
Last
serious?
second, town all dead.
With the last shot, for real? Moon, how does he always do it?
It's insane. He knew it. He just knew it. And now FoCuS is living a nightmare. No income,
A player's
almost
forces
no
are under
army,
town is under siege.
no success on the high ground. He's all inning this. His main base doesn't matter. All that matters is this tree in the middle.
But Moon, now he can really go for building kill. He's got way more buildings left. FoCuS is down to only a few, really. All right, this tree is gonna fall, but there's still a backup one at the expansion.
Gonna be cancelled once more, most likely.
And there's another one in the main.
A player's forces are under attack.
FoCuS is losing the stronghold. And the expansion in the bottom right was killed by Treants. Moon's multitasking. On point when it needed to be.
That's the last peon, maybe. Does he at least come out? But what can you do with one peon?
What a marathon.
And yeah, it's building elimination mode now.
Yeah.
Kill all the burrows. Kill the peon. Kill everything else. Oh, and he loses the peon! Didn't save it into the burrow. No more new buildings for FoCuS this game.
Aiming for a hero kill. This might be 2-0 for Moon right there. Once this Alchemist is surrounded, stabs onto that Keeper or out. Oh, Alchemist! Real close again. TP out. Both heroes survive, and the base of FoCuS is in shambles once more. No backup expansion for such a long time, but Moon, he knows. He's just storming through this position. Backs up now.
That's the last peon right there. FoCuS ultra supply stack though. Even if this expansion comes up, he's going to be mining with one peon.
Yeah, he has no burrow at all. He wants to keep his chance alive. He is not giving the second game up without fighting until the very, very end. Moon again, just like against Hawk, finding a way back into games
A player's
that he's not
forces are
supposed to
under
win.
attack.
Unbelievable. This guy.
All the routine. 18 years of pro Warcraft in one man combined.
Moon for the time being out of income, but not for long.
There's 2 remaining gold mines on this map. Blade Master delays the income a little bit. There's 1 gold. But again, same situation. At one point, he has to go for the middle, and he has to break it. And that will cost a lot. Bladestorm would be so nice.
Oh, Blade Master needs to be careful. We have Sentinels.
And Entangle. But there's also an Invo Potion. Doesn't help when you're surrounded, but does help.
Oh man, FoCuS. How do you win this game now? He sells some items for a bit more gold.
He will ask himself the same question. So far, it looks desperate. But maybe there's this one hero focus that opens up the map for him again.
Oh, the Huntress run by towards the Expo, but Moon's splitting up his forces.
Oh, so many traps.
FoCuS.
So many Treants.
That's getting close to level 6 Blade Master.
Yeah.
A player's forces
What about
are
the
under
expansion?
attack.
There's Huntress now. And the heroes are coming in with the double staff in unison. Oh, Shadow Hunter surrounded. There's the staff, but what can he do? Acid Bomb comes in. He might be able to glitch him out or transfer the Invul. That's exactly what's happened. He's using it now. Will the Huntress give up the surround? No. They invisible surround him.
He needs to pop him out, but he doesn't pop him out. The invul is over. Uh-oh, the Shadow is still surrounded, and this is too much damage. The second hero falls. Keeper's TPing out. He's surviving and hitting level 6, and that's GG. 2-0 lead for Moon. FoCuS. Such a lead in this game. Killed the expansion. Could have secured his own expansion, but too greedy, too ambitious. Wanted to get too much done. And that's the one mistake you can make against Moon, and then you lose.
Moon challenged, but not falling on Concealed Hill. But how FoCuS came back into the series was really impressive. He showed that he knows what Moon is doing. He showed that he has what it takes, just a tiny little bit more. But that is now 3 match points for the greatest. And when Moon has 3 match points, is he giving that series away somehow? We have seen great comebacks in the past 12 months of Warcraft. If you pick up the momentum, nothing is impossible, but it's looking bad for FoCuS. His first grand final might end with a loss.
The game, the second one, was quite a bit different from the first one there, but there's 2 similarities that stand out. FoCuS lost because of one very clear mistake. They were 2 different mistakes, but in each game it was that individual mistake which cost him the game. But Moon, so impressive this tournament. How he's able to hold on, survive, and look for that one mistake to give him a chance to win the game.
The ultimate Houdini this tournament. How he finds the time, how he finds the solutions is so impressive. Northern Isles might decide DreamHack Anaheim 2020. So if Moon wins the next map, he's guaranteed qualified for the World Championship at the end of this year, wins $7,000. FoCuS, can you strike back on Northern Isles?
I hope he hasn't lost hope. Because it was close, man. It was so close. This really was his game. Concealed Hill was his game. FoCuS gave it away. If he just holds at the expansion, if he camps there, 95%, I would say he wins that game. Okay, what do we have here? We have an Ancient of War greedy towards the Tuscars, something that can be punished with a aggressive play with a speed scroll, which might be the build that FoCuS is looking for.
All right, so will he try to punish this? We've seen this fail today already. But there's no barracks yet, so it might be sharp speed scroll and punish him immediately.
Yep, there's the shop.
Okay.
And the blade. I like this opening. I've been liking it more and more. Even on Concealed, it was so good to slow down the keeper. And I like the Peon Scout at towards the Tuscars as well, because if you go at the natural, you can't really harass there in time, and it's more likely that it's going to be at the Tuscar camp. Natural creep is really dangerous with the Ancient of War. This one is still slightly dangerous. So Moon taking a bit of a risk, I guess. It's not a very large one. So FoCuS is hoping for this creep route of his opponent and hoping to punish it. As you said earlier, the punish really wasn't successful. He's going to be trying to do a better job of it this time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, here we go. Tuscar. The peon confirms it. It will be a sigh of relief for FoCuS. All I planned is somewhat working out. Keeper pops out, Blade Master as well. So Windwalk, Speed Scroll, and off to the bottom left.
The peon not looking for the last hit. He most likely doesn't get it. Oh, big mana potion. The Ancient of War in trouble. Hold on a minute, and guess what? This time the Blade Master does make it over here quickly enough. Keeper not level 2. Oh, and the Archer in trouble. Gonna be dying thanks to the next end snare.
Okay, it does pay off.
Nice.
For one unit.
Good start for FoCuS.
And he finds more damage. Prevents the next Moonwell maybe. Tries to stutter step a little.
I don't think he has the damage. He would take too many hits if he tries to go through with it. But this is the Keeper progress. Delayed very successfully, so this is fine. Of course, Barracks is late, Grunts will be late, but that's all right. Blade Master can still creep a little bit himself, so let's go. RNGesus, we want to see some slippers here.
Are you maybe favoring FoCuS a little here, or what's going on? Murloc Nightcrawler is falling, Mantle of Intelligence. You don't get what you wish for, Remo. Oh, wow. Again, the AP on CH. He found him immediately. But this time there's no Grunt because the barracks so late. Does he have a 6th sense for the Ancient Protector?
It was insane peon scouting on Concealed, just like totally next level. But is it gonna slip FoCuS's mind now? The first Grunt should always be scouting for this outside the main. Always. But sometimes you forget. Oh, he's looking already. Looking with a peon, but not in the right spot.
There's 2 positions to go for it. I'm pretty sure he will check it now.
Players' forces are under
Just
attack.
to be safe in the grand final, you don't want to fall to an AP rush.
It's gonna finish though. One single AP is not the end of the world, but it is very annoying.
You have to move all the way back. Okay, first Grunt out, sees it. This catches the attention now though. Causes, how long, like 30 seconds?
And the Keeper will get level 2. And with that big mana, he can actually commit to this pretty hard if he wants to.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's a lot of time for the Keeper here, just because of that. It doesn't do that much damage, but there's no way you can, like, leave it alone. It's just way too annoying. It finds the way into the base, and then he pressures your burrows and your peons. Oh, FoCuS losing the Grunt right there. Is this the beginning of the end already?
A town is under siege.
It's not a full committal. We have an expansion behind. But it's very annoying. This could be another Grunt kill. Perhaps. And this is the downside of playing this late Barracks opening. You have very few Grunts in the early stages. Smart play by Moon here, abusing this as much as he is.
eating his way into the trees, making it even more annoying.
So
Todd might
obnoxious.
get some PTSD in the stands.
Waiting for the Shadow to pop out. With Serpent Ward and 2 grunts, I think you should be able to kill that thing now.
But that's all time with a Shadow count creep.
A player's forces are
One
under attack.
building, one move, one timing, and it takes a minute and a half off of FoCuS' game.
Blade Master's looking in the south, looking for the natural creep, doesn't find him here. Does not think to look next to it at the green where Moon was. He's kind of lost right now. Doesn't have the perfect read to find his opponent right away. Which is also scary. For all that FoCuS knows, Keeper could be right next to the Shadow, looking to go for
Player's
entangle
forces
kills.
are under attack.
Yeah, we're 7 minutes in and the Blade Master's still level 1. FoCuS is blind right now. Going for Shaman. Okay, he's getting that. But tier 2 by Moon is almost finishing as well while setting up this expansion. Very, very, very good progress.
We have the Talisman of Evasion. Could be nice for the Alchemist. Not the greatest though. Yeah, levels, man. Levels not looking good. 1-1 this late into the mid game.
And there's a lot of expansion in the middle of the map, but Moon
player's
soon to have a
forces are
Keeper
under
and
attack.
Alchemist combo. At the very early stages of tier 2, that's one of the best combos you can have with lockdown, with support, with everything. And you can't contest the shop or the marketplace. So this is experience that you can't get.
Scout Peon sees the Creep Jack coming. This was crucial over here. We have the Alchemist now in the mix as well. But where is the Blade? Not with the army. This is scary.
Oh, he's cutting off the way to retreat. FoCuS kind of forced to fight at 40 supply. Blade Master is finally back, but it's pretty much no damage.
One Shaman
A player's
taken out.
forces are under attack.
Oh, Moon. Looking good here once again. Looking for more kills. The Speed Throw is already invested. Oh, the Blade! Far away from the rest of the army. Scary moment.
Moon's playing circles around him for now. FoCuS has to break out of that chokehold.
If he creeps his Tuskars, which he should be able to do, that's level 3 Shadow, I believe, or at least very, very, very close. Oh, Blade Master's here. Would love to snipe that item.
That would be massive. That would be the one play to get him back. No, not even trying, because he was entangled. Couldn't do anything. Moon is ready for everything that happens.
100s will be falling. It's not enough experience here for the level 3 Shadow, though, as long as the Blade Master is around. He's gonna hit level 2. Hunter's numbers are low. 4 hunts, that's not much.
But FoCuS doesn't have that much time anymore. One of the wind being used, Blade Master disabled, still trying to go for this Alchemist. Snake Sticks enabled at least the first one. Blade Master down to earth again, but there's 2 more charges.
Another grunt kill. FoCuS down to 37. Moon getting further and further ahead. About to start mining very soon off of his second base.
Moon
In
has
fact,
one
he
hand
is.
on the championship already. This early game is great. CH was a tug of war from minute 2 on. FoCuS knew exactly what was going on here. Every single little bit goes towards Moon so far.
A town is under siege.
What now?
Shadow is level 3 at least. If you get to 50 with a level 3 Shadow, you can oftentimes fight well enough with a bit of a supply deficit. FoCuS, what's the game plan?
By the way, earlier when I cast with Todd, I said, like, the longer a day goes or the
player's
longer a
forces
series
are under
goes,
attack.
the weaker Moon gets, usually. That was a thing that we noticed like a year ago. Thing of the past, I would say. This man is so stable.
Yeah.
His day was starting at like 12. It's 9 hours ago or something. He's so ready.
Yeah, in this grand final, all these 3 maps here, one after the next. Brilliant play after brilliant play by Moon.
Also against Foggy already in the semis.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Here we go. FoCuS pushing. This is looking quite all in. Moon took a pit stop at the shop, went for double scrolls to hold on here. Still has the one of mana steal, still has the one of wind, excuse me, and the big mana potion. And now the Korean Night Elf is coming in.
Repair is gone. That's 3 damage on the tree now. 1 wisp, but gets taken care of. Again, how high are the costs?
Oh, the tree Expansion about to fall. FoCuS isn't committing to it fully. Now he is, and the tree is dead. FoCuS, is he gonna fall back or take the fight? The Serpent Wards are gone. Not feeling too eager to go in.
No.
One grunt is gonna die on the retreat.
Guess it's okay. Again, he stops Moon at 50. Time to breathe for FoCuS now. He needs the clarity to run, and in general, he has to run.
I'd like for him to fall back, get a few more units, creep up the natural, and expand. FoCuS knows he has a bit of time now. He just bought himself that time with that tree kill. And Moon, I was expecting it to instantly be set up again. Here it goes now.
Player's forces are
Slight
under
delay.
attack.
And Ogre Magi camp.
That was the best moment for FoCuS in this game. Surgical strike, and it works. And he didn't lose too much. He's still at 50, he can go for upgrades. One more Shaman is what he gets. We
Big
have
mana.
Big mana. That is 10 Serpent Wards.
Exactly what he wanted. Double mana pot, in fact, now on the Shadow. But he's not creeping the natural. Why is he not creeping the natural?
It's almost gone already. It's just some scrubs left, I guess.
And the Blade could solo creep that, I guess.
Yeah, but he's looking for more items. Can't allow Moon to have all the heal scrolls.
Goes for TP. Oh, Grunt. Difficult to heal up. Shadow actually doesn't have heal selves here, which is a little awkward. But hits level 4. Wow, that's a big level up. Heal Wave and Serpent Wards now very strong and backed up by all this mana via potions.
That's a lot.
A
That's
player's
a
forces are
powerful
under
Shadow
attack.
Hunter. And FoCuS decides to go for tier 3 as early as never before in the series.
Interesting.
A
Especially with the
town is under siege.
previous games in mind, FoCuS isn't going to 2 bases, isn't allowing Moon the easy run-by strategy. Instead, he's staying on 1, pressuring, canceling the Expo, and getting ready for tier 3. And with that, Bloodlust and a tiny Great Horn.
FoCuS
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
slowly but steady finding his way back. This tree kill was great, and he shuts it
A
down
player's forces
again.
are under attack.
Getting stronger and stronger grunts. And they're pretty cheap, so get a lot of value out of it. Trees are creeping this now. Good progress on the Keeper of the Grove. Double heal scroll and protection scroll. But Moon is not ready to fight. At 50 supply, you can't fight. Big red
Item.
spot though. Unholy Aura is phenomenal for Moon.
One of the very, very best items on this map. What's FoCuS gonna get? Normally he's known for his outstanding items. Can he get one here? There's plenty of good ones.
Give me the pipe.
A player's forces
He
are
wants
under
the pipe so bad for mana regeneration on the Shaman. Unholy.
Hood of
Ooh,
Cunning,
Hood
that's one
of-
of the worst.
Decent damage on the blade at least, but no aura. For once, Lady Luck is not with him. And that's good for Moon. Like, his inventory is looking stellar, but the number is not. And the income also looking pretty poor compared to what we've seen before.
Could find
Torrent?
another pair of claws here.
Torrent Totem.
Ring of Protection, not bad actually for the blade. Torrent Totem. He's actually going into Torrents. He's going into Bloodlust Torrents again. I'm pretty sure.
Could also go for Spirit Link Grunts to give them even more sustain. But yeah, we've seen Torrent before and they were really, really powerful.
A player's forces
Oh,
are
the
under
flank
attack.
though. Moon in a weird position, or I guess FoCuS in a weird position. Archers in the back, well protected. Not too many hunters, this is mostly archers here. Alchemist getting focused, but he has the invul. He's not really gonna die, or is he? Heal Sword coming in, heal spray, is that enough? Looking for the crit. Blade Master, does he have the damage to fight through all of this healing? Numbers are dropping, especially for FoCuS, losing more and more supply, losing a grunt there, down to 40 now. But lots of gold for FoCuS.
Whenever you think you figured Moon out and you find the way back, he puts a stop to your momentum. Yes, he had to TP out. Yes, that cost some items.
Oh, the Watchtower though, that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Wait, isn't he in range for this?
800 range of a Watchtower, man. They can hit everything.
Yeah, he just needs to have vision from the peon.
Yeah. Oh, he sends him back.
He doesn't realize. Penguin shaking his head in disgust. Peon could have found the cancel there.
There was one potion, by the way, on the Shadow Hunter. Just one left. And a tiny Great Hole in his inventory. Sets it up at the 12 o'clock now.
5 supply open. Is that gonna be the Torrent? Nope.
Yes?
Oh, yes.
It is.
Wait, what?
No.
Wasn't he at 45?
Maybe.
A player's forces are
Piano,
under
maybe?
attack.
Let's see.
I am confused.
So archers take care of this. The first Tauren is on the map. And if that Tauren reaches the archers, that's gonna be wild.
Lumber is really low for FoCuS.
Yeah.
Would love to go to Bloodlust, but doesn't have the lumber required.
He would also love to go for upgrade Pulverize, but And Moon is again challenging him pretty much across the map. Even if it's just a Treant, it gets your attention. And there's another expansion by Moon coming.
You can already see this is going to be turning into a lot of run-bys and stuff.
Yeah.
I would love for FoCuS to go for an early tele staff, maybe even 2. It's going to be a lot about mobility.
He has a lot of gold. He can put it into items. This expansion should be pretty
Player's
stable.
forces are under attack.
Good thing is, the north expansion for the Night Elf and FoCuS are
town
close
is
to each
under
other, so you can
siege.
assault the expo there like this and be close to your expansion yourself to defend. Tree of Life finishes.
A Torrent clobber it to pieces. If they get the time.
Oh, that grunt is a brave young man, but perhaps very soon a dead soldier.
Master's not with the army, but he can create a little choke here at the trees. Prevents the entangled gold mine. Once more, 60 supply Moon. Second base at the bottom, almost established. Treants everywhere.
A player's
FoCuS
forces are under
is
attack.
acting on so
The
many
town is under
displays right
siege.
now.
Oh, Blade Master, might he be in trouble? Not exactly.
But again, little poke into the main, defense at the expansion, and threatening another attack.
More purges, more kills. Oh, that Tauren is expensive! It's gonna cost a couple of huntresses though to kill this one. Or a TP.
Level 5 keeper, heal wave comes through. Didn't save him though. Purge is coming in.
2 hunts for a Tauren, that's a good trade actually. FoCuS. Oh, never
The
mind.
town is under siege.
Yeah, he wants level 5 badly. And he's close.
FoCuS really needs tele staffs. There's too many split pushes.
A player's forces are under attack.
This macro by Moon is just so insane. He's not using much, but every single thing requires an action by a FoCuS, and he's oftentimes moving with the entire army, as you say. Needs more mobility. He needs to be more ready. He's trying to do it with static defense, but apparently this is not working.
Moon on the way to get to 3-4 mining bases. Okay, this one's dead. This expansion
town
certainly
is
will be
under
falling.
siege, are under attack.
But in the meantime, guess what? Of course, there's the counterattack ready always by Moon.
Town portal immediately. He can't even crack this one base. Moon the gold digger. It's so expensive, and he always moves back. He always knows when to retreat. Offense is the best defense.
FoCuS, please get a tele staff. You really need it.
He's never really close to a shop. Has to split the Blade Master away. This is so good by Moon also, right? That
town
there is
is
this
under
expansion,
siege.
there's this early tiny Great Hall.
player's
He doesn't have the
forces are
mass
under
to
attack.
break it, but his response is not like banging his head onto this Great Hall to break it, but just expand 3 more times.
Oh, is he letting it finish? That's surprising. Okay, that one's definitely dead.
It's another push in the north,
It's only archers though so far.
but the rest is coming.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a while. Until then, this tree should be dead. Yep. And then FoCuS can TP home, save the expo. Needs to do it soon. Doesn't have a TP on the shadow.
Player's
What?
forces are under attack.
Uh-oh.
FoCuS.
Another Torrent falling to Moon. Step by step, getting closer to the championship.
Okay, these are
Bloodlust
dead.
for Torrent now.
Bloodlusted Tauren. Oh yeah.
These guys are so massive. Taking care of these archers, that's no fun at all for them.
FoCuS needs to go left right now, take out the expansion in the top left corner, and somehow defend his natural. Did he get a tele staff finally?
No. It's a heal scroll and a TP.
Come on, FoCuS. Do me this one favor.
And dust. Alchemist
Oh,
being purged.
Invis,
Oh,
smart.
Invis, but gets rid of it.
Yeah, there was also a dust, I guess.
Invo potion now. That's 2 items already.
You can't
still
purge.
block.
Oh, he's
Oh,
dead.
He can constantly
Oh,
purge.
no, he's not
Oh.
dead. He's just staffing away.
Level 5 Shadowhunter now. There will be new Treants in the main. Mains expire in 3 minutes.
There was an opening to kill the top left base. Has that opening disappeared is the question. There's a new TP by FoCuS, can get back towards his natural, but again, Moon is in position.
FoCuS has no goal to go for another tiny Great Hall. Treant summoned, Hunter's attack. Pretty much no chance to repair this. It's an arms race. We have a TP on the Blade Master. Double Beastery coming in the meantime, but he just lets this Great Hall fall.
FoCuS will be able to go for a tiny Great Hall again sooner or later. And he takes out the tree up here.
Moon is not willing to defend. Not willing to go into Bloodluster Torrent.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right, Expo dead.
1-for-1 trade, but Moon is on 2 bases still. Constantly outmining him throughout the entire game. And there's another one, of course.
Yeah, just run bys.
Too
Split
much.
push over and over. FoCuS, is he really going to attack the main? No. FoCuS wants to take out the natural, I guess, and then TP back if he has to. But Moon is so rich! So much gold!
He's everywhere.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's like a massive Kraken. And he has FoCuS in the chokehold. Is there a way for the Orc to get out, or will this be a clean 3-0? FoCuS is trying so hard, but Moon has answers.
So, can he take out the expansion in the south? FoCuS, and then TP back. Is that gonna be in time? Oh, it's a lot of damage from these Huns. Looking dangerous. Of course, the Tor TPing back a little too early.
Yeah.
And why are these Tor not bloodlusted? A few mistakes in FoCuS's play.
Maybe the nerves. We have a counter TP, but still 2 bases for Moon.
Oh, and the shop was killed.
That's no tiny
Which
Great
means
Hall.
no tiny, exactly.
And a 20 supply lead and a 3rd base. Main gold
And
mine.
why did he TP already? The fortress wasn't close to falling. FoCuS.
That's the
You
difference.
can't make these small mistakes.
That's the difference from Moon in the final to FoCuS in the final. On CH,
The
it was
town
the
is under
exact
siege.
split second, the right amount of attacks, and he killed that Great Hall in the bottom. FoCuS has nerves. Moon doesn't.
FoCuS can still get back to a one base scenario though. But Moon, I mean, he can set up 2 new trees right now. That's how rich he is.
He had one in the bottom right. Not anymore, I think. Taken care of by the Shadowhunter. No income anymore for FoCuS in a second.
Oh, and if he cancels the shop, by the way.
A
Also, this
player's
shop
forces
should not
are
be in
under
front.
attack.
This shop should be in the back. But he is going to get the tiny.
But what about the rest? There's gonna be quite some entangles. Tiny Great Hall. Now?
Oh, could be a TP forced here. Or just a staff.
Yeah, that saved him a lot of TPs. Having this staff. Or these staffs.
And Moon has quad staff. So good for the mobility. FoCuS, 0. I think that's the biggest mistake by far this game. He had so much time to go for a staff earlier. Now it's weird. Now FoCuS is kind of broke.
He has to wait for this tiny to pay off.
Oh, the blade! Out of mana, he was detonated, but... I mean, he's close to his army, so he should be fine.
When will Moon go for the kill?
And the split push again. Treants into the main. Still mining there somehow, but not for much longer.
Yeah, he only has like 3 peons in or something. Okay, split push. Moving back a little, but buying time for the expansion in the upper left.
Dude, he went for double beastery.
Yeah, what
by
was
the
this
way.
double beat? Yeah, it was during the push, but then I guess due to the Great Hall being down, he had no goal to do anything with it, since he had to save money for the next tiny Great Hall to get his natural back up.
A player's
Maybe he
forces
made
are under
one
attack.
for possible Batrider, forgot about it, made a second because this...
No, it was at the same time. That was on purpose.
Oh, one scouting Zeppelin with a gun. That's actually cool. With that, you can continuously look for these expansions. Speaking of expansions, the main tree made it to the north.
Oh, wow.
And it's entangling right there.
Moon is owning the map. How?
FoCuS playing it so smart.
Yeah.
Moon has barely taken any
Player's
fights.
forces are under attack.
Like a brilliant general, he only takes the fights he know he will win. Or at least the ones that are worth taking.
The tier 3 fortress is about to be cracked, and that means no more Great Halls anymore. Another preparation for the final blow.
And the Tauren are strong, but they're awkward to engage into this base. They can't connect with the damage. With all the bloodlust in the world, they still can get through there, and this fortress will be falling. Some Hunts might die for this, but it's a worthwhile trade. Is that enough damage? Did he calculate it perfectly again? He certainly did. Says goodbye. Only losing 2 Hunts. So affordable with him basically being on 3 base income now.
Even stayed half a second longer than necessary. Moon slipping a little.
The town is under siege.
Is this the beginning of the slump?
What can Moon do wrong that brings FoCuS back? He's so, like, he's planting these trees. Greta would be proud.
Could overextend into a bad fight. I mean, it's a massive supply lead for Moon, but this is still bloodlusted Taurens. That's still scary, especially... New Tiny. Oh, but a TP onto the Tiny! Oh my god, this is 600 gold down the dumpster. FoCuS!
We see this once in a blue moon that a tiny Great Hall is getting killed during the production. Oh no, this is an absolute disaster.
The town is under siege.
Now he's kind of stuck here though. He TP'd in, so he can't TP out. How many kills can FoCuS find? He needs a lot, and he gets none on the Huntresses.
The Hunt is saving, or the Hunts are saving against this harass. Moon is not losing anything. 3 Tauren now, hitting this tree, 4 Tauren. But that exposes the main once again, that exposes the expansion once again. Moon can attack wherever he wants. FoCuS just following.
Yeah.
And not fast enough.
Players' forces are under attack.
So amazing to see. Moon is not the guy who can win a fight, but he's the guy dictating every step of this game. He is just such a genius, such a master. And one step away from winning this whole tournament.
With a 2-0 in the semis and possibly a 3-0 in the grand final. Wow. Chinese New Year's Cup was good, but this is dominance. He's killing the expansion. No more income for FoCuS. GG!
Moon takes it home without a flashy fight towards the end, just with brilliant play, outsmarting, outmaneuvering, and, well, outplaying him.
FoCuS got one step closer, but even after 15 years, there's no championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warcraft 3 DreamHack Anaheim champion.
The absolute legend, the greatest of all time, his second DreamHack title after 2007. Jung Jae-ho is getting closer and closer to $600,000 prize money. He was successful in Korea, in China, and now he conquers North America.
Really impressive. Man, he was struggling so hard towards the beginning of the day against Thorzane of all players. The European human looking so strong there, but then towards the semis, looking so strong, the deserved win.
Yeah, he's quite happy with that for sure. And he's qualified for the World Championship at the end of the year. Deservedly so. Semi-final and grand final, 5-0 score. That's a deserved champion right here.
He played well, finished strong, incredible performance, 3-0 over his opponent. And was there ever a moment where it felt like Moon just wasn't in control that entire match?
On the last map, no. On Concealed, I thought so.
Yeah, on Concealed, definitely.
That was FoCuS' best map. Yeah.
When he lost the expansion, which was fairly early into that game, that should be the point where the Night Elf loses. Normally, if FoCuS had played perfectly, he would have won that game, but he makes one mistake. He gives up his expansion, doesn't protect it well enough. And you know, it seemed all that Moon needed was this one mistake from his opponent, and then he just punishes and kills.
Moon knows to execute, honestly, and we're actually trying to get him up here on top of the desk, and we'll ask him about his victory himself here. Come on in, come on up, walk on up. Congratulations, Moon, on your victory here. Feel free. hopping in here with us. How does it feel?
No.
Yeah, how does it feel to win DreamHack Anaheim?
When I come to Anaheim, I don't know how to win enemies, opponents. But today's I get champion. I don't believe. I'm so happy now.
As you should be. You deserve it. You did a wonderful job. Neo, you have any questions?
I understand.
Oh, gotcha. You have any questions?
Yeah, Moon, this was extremely well played. Amazing what you did there with the constant run-bys. What did you think about FoCuS? Did you, I mean, it was close in the end. He was playing well. Did you expect him to play so well?
Yeah, today he is well played. Yeah, second and third game. I think I will lose that match, but I feel I can't fight. I don't know how to win. If I fight with him, maybe I will lose. So just hunters,
So for for ESL Pro Tour, this was the first tournament. You are the champion of the first ESL Pro Tour. Are you going to be back for more ESL Pro Tour tournaments? Will you be a champion again?
Next tournament to DreamHack also, I want to get champion. Yeah.
Okay, great to hear.
Well, we wish you luck. Congratulations. Before I let you go, anything to say to the fans?
Thank you for watching today's match. And next match also I will do best. Please support to me. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Short and sweet. Thank you very much, Moon. Congratulations once again. All right, guys, as mentioned by Remo, our next tour will be in summer at Rotterdam, which will have more Warcraft 3 action coming your way. I can't wait for that. We'll have, of course, Moon hopefully going there and doing his best to secure a win. If not, we'll see other players play as well. Regardless, you will get awesome Warcraft 3 action. So, guys, before we call it a night, any major thoughts, any things that you loved about this entire tournament?
The players put on such a great show. It's unbelievable. Like, since the Reforged launch, the games are so crazy. We've seen so many base trades today. We see so many high-level hero action. It's unbelievable Warcraft. They put on a show. We are there to witness it and to follow it a little. It's such a pleasure, man. This tournament was pretty big advertisement for Warcraft, I think, and how great this game can be.
Remo?
In 2020, after all these years, we still have new developments. Yes, it was Moon winning in the end, and deservedly so, but there was more storylines as well from somewhat underdog players. Hitman making it the top 8 was tremendous. The NA Hope almost looking to move into the top 4 in this tournament. Thorzane, a player from Europe, putting Moon to the ringer, putting him against the ropes. Great performance by him. We had the greats from Europe as well with Happy and Hawk and Foggy. This was only the first of many tournaments this year, and I'm so excited to see what's happening for the rest of the year.
That's right. More tournaments will be coming your way in the future. Of course, next one will be Sweden, which we cannot wait for, DreamHack Summers. But thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the show. On behalf of Remo, Neo, and Todd, and the rest of DreamHack, thank you for joining us. We will see you next time.